Hey guys, it's Omar, it's UBE. I am back with another video. Now this video was a little bit different. It's a little bit more personal, and I'm sharing things I don't necessarily share with a lot of people, and it's gonna be very, very interesting. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be talking about my dating life, and that's something I usually don't talk about because I tend to kind of like have that off camera, because I don't want to bring personal relationships like online, because I often feel like when you share your personal relationship online, a lot of people have the ability to criticize it, and it can be very, 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 very toxic in terms of living a relationship with that significant other. You kind of realized it in my past videos when I talk about significant others that I pursued or I've been with. It was quite gender neutral, because I wasn't necessarily ready to talk about it, and now I am ready to talk about it. But yeah, my sexuality is quite fluid. I'm sexually fluid. I go for both. It doesn't necessarily matter. I've dated women. I am dating men now, and it's really fucking weird. If you asked me about 5 years ago what my life would have been, I thought I was gonna find a girl and settle down with her, and by the time I was like 25, 26, have a child with her and be married. But now it's almost 5 years later, and I'm still figuring myself out. I've kind of always known I was attracted to men, probably since, looking back, it was probably since I was maybe 11 or 12, but it kind of just connected when I was 21, 22. After I had my first relationship, I kind of, I just accepted it that, hey, you have the possibility to like penis. It's been a very interesting road to self-discovery and realizing who I am, and realizing that I don't necessarily have to hide certain things. I'm happy, and I've been out for about, it's been going on about a year now. This December will be a year since I've been out with my friends and dating both men and women, and I feel very fortunate. I've had a very positive coming out process. I haven't had any negativity. There's some people who don't necessarily talk to me about it. It's not they won't talk to me. They just don't bring the subject up about my sexuality. But most of it's been positive, and I can't necessarily say I've received that much negativity. I'm really one of the fortunate ones, and I know that it's a luxury that I have that a lot of LGBT youth don't have. In terms of defining my sexuality, I don't really know. I mean, people can call me whatever you call me. You can call me gay, bi, straight, bi-curious, pansexual, demisexual, whatever. I do not care. I'm just Omar. I'm just living my life. And the person who I fall in love with, whether there's a P or a V, I do not care. I clearly don't give a shit. I just want to find someone who's hot, who's nerdy, who has common interests, and who can fuck me good. That's pretty much it. It's been very interesting kind of discovering that about myself. And dating. I've been dating guys for the past, I want to say 7 or 8 months. Before that, dated women exclusively, because like I said, I was in the closet and didn't necessarily realize a lot about myself. And dating women was interesting because I actually had successful connections and relationships with women that weren't necessarily successful for a long period of time, because I'm not with any girl that I've been with. I was able to make a relationship and create a relationship and actually be physically and emotionally attracted to a woman, but there was a certain feeling that was missing there. There's a certain element that I feel with a guy that doesn't necessarily get with a girl, which probably explains why I am queer. Like I said, I've been dating men since about around January or February, and I've been on the dating sites. I got on Grindr for a day. I did not like it because you just get a shit ton of dick pics. I did Tinder for both, actually. I did Tinder for guys for a really short period of time. I did Tinder for women when I broke up with my girlfriend a year and a half ago, and that was okay. But the one I did the most was Jacked, and Jacked was very interesting. I deleted my Jacked profile, but I had literally hundreds of messages from horny guys who just really wanted to be let's fuck, and that's it. And I'm not the type of person to just fuck and leave, even though my last video I fucked and left somebody. It's really weird readjusting to dating again, and it's the same sex as myself. What I've been noticing is it's been a bit of a power play. A lot of times when I'm on Jacked, I've been perceiving me as being super masculine, which to a certain degree I have masculine tendencies, but I also have feminine tendencies about myself. I'm somewhat in the middle. I don't necessarily like to define myself, say I'm super masculine or I'm super feminine. I just like to be myself, and I don't feel compelled to kind of pick a side. I just want to do what I want to do. When I've dated on Jacked, a lot of I guess I say a little bit more feminine men dating me, which is fine. I don't have a problem dating femme guys or super mass guys. I don't care. This has been very interesting that I've attracted more femme guys than mass guys, which I can totally understand that. But it's been a bit of a power play, and that's just something that I have to kind of get used to. And what I noticed about, I guess, the gay dating scene is that men are men. There's days where I really feel bad that I'm attracted to guys. Like, I really hate it because we are dogs, we are terrible people, and we are just the worst gender completely. I literally hate it sometimes. I don't hate being a queer guy. I love being queer. I celebrate it in Pride. I love that I'm a part of this community, and I'm alive in this intersection society where I can celebrate my queerness and celebrate my blackness at the same time. But in terms of dating other guys, it's the worst. It's literally the most frustrating thing ever. Guys are just assholes. They just want one thing, and it's just like, it's so weird because I feel like I'm talking to like my friends who are girls, and they're like, oh, they just want one thing and they don't want anything else. They want nothing more than to fuck and leave you. But that's what I'm feeling like. I mean, God, again, I'm jacked and everyone's just sending me ass photos and dick photos, and I'm just like, I just want a conversation about anime. That's it. That's all I want. I want a nerdy guy. But I've talked to a few guys off of Jacked. I mean, I've actually met 2 guys off of Jacked. One of them is actually kind of going to be a friend because he's weird. I'm not super attracted to him like that. I mean, he's kind of cute, but he's not like my type completely. And there was one who I was really feeling. I thought he was really attractive. He was kind of nerdy, and he was just like my type completely. And he completely ghosted me, and I do not know why. Like, I saw him at Pride, and it was just like, whatever. This is over. And I felt kind of weird about it, but yeah, I'm getting over it now. I'm still a little salty about it, but you know, I'm slowly getting over it. Dating men is something that's so new to me. I didn't date that much in high school, but I was really focusing on my grades and focusing on myself in high school and most of college. I've only been in love one time, and for me, it's almost like I'm playing catch up with the dating scene because I didn't really start dating a lot until like my late teens, early 20s. And a lot of people start dating when they're like 13, 14, 15. And for me, it's like a lot later. So a lot of the emotional things I'm playing catch up with, and it's very difficult to kind of detach myself at times and to realize that not everybody wants what you want, and that people will use you for certain things. It sucks. You have to be safe and be not only physically safe, but emotionally safe and kind of guard yourself. And it's really weird. It's just, I don't know how I feel about it sometimes. There's days I wish that I find like a nice girl, and there's days I wish I found like a beautiful chocolate dark Frank Ocean looking guy who can just read me poetry, and I can send her into a cherry blossom tree with him and make out, and we can just talk about life, and I can give him head. Why did I just say that? But it's such a strange thing, and I'm slowly kind of learning to navigate the world of gay dating. It will come a time. It will come a time. But I think that's my video for today. I want to do a little quick pop in and kind of tell you a little bit about myself. So this is very personal, and I think a lot of my content will kind of center around me lying on intersexual society. It's something I didn't necessarily feel confident sharing before. You may not notice, but I actually filmed a full ass coming out video. Filmed it, edited it. It was perfect. It was great, and I deleted it because I filmed my like birthday video a couple months ago, and I was like, I can't do this right now. I just wasn't comfortable with allowing myself to tell the world about my sexuality. And now, over a year and a half of knowing who I am and dating and realizing that there's nothing that I should be ashamed about. This is who I am, and I'm just living my truth. I'm much more comfortable sharing that part of myself. And for anybody out there who is LGBT, queer, gay, bisexual, pansexual, transgender, non-binary conforming, just live your truth. I know it's so difficult at times, but living your truth helps so much. Me living my truth was the main thing that kind of got me through a lot of shit in life. And this is a little bit of a serious part, but I remember before I came out, I was very stressed out and very worried about what people thought. And even after coming out, I remember it was so much stress attached to it. I'm so much more happier than I was a year or two ago when I was in a closet and I thought that my thoughts were not necessarily wrong, but I thought that I would like grow out of my thoughts, or being LGBT wasn't for me, or wasn't going to be me. When I finally accepted that and just finally realized that, hey, you like dudes, It's okay that you like dudes. It's okay that you like both men and women. I felt so much more confident and so much more comfortable with myself. And like I said, just live your truth. It comes at times. Don't feel the need to rush yourself. Don't feel the need to kind of necessarily feel like you have to define yourself, because I'm still in that phase of defining who I am, and it takes a long time. But just be happy and be safe and be comfortable in your own skin. Like I said, I'm comfortable in my own skin right now, and I love every bit of it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and make sure to follow me on my social media links below. I really do love you guys. Hopefully you guys respond to this video positively, and the people who I haven't came out to yet, here's my coming out. I'll probably make a coming out video like a little bit later and tell you about that process, because it was a doozy. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon, and stay happy, stay positive, and I love you guys. It's UB. I'm signing out. Bye.